My name is Julon Musk. I went to a Hebrew preschool. 2/3 of my friends are Jewish. Oy vey, oy vey, oy vey, oy vey, oy vey, oy vey. Oy vey, oy vey, Hashem. Hashem, protect us Jewish people.
Yes, Mr. Trumptastic, yeah, I'm about to hit y'all over here with another banger. Check out Patriots, yeah, y'all gonna love this one, yeah. Yeah, hit him with a 12 gauge, yeah, that's the sound of freedom. Hit him with a 12 gauge, yeah, that's the sound of freedom. Red, white, and blue, hell yeah, that's the sound of freedom. Mr. Trumptastic, yeah, yeah, I just had to meet him. Slave on the drip, hell yeah, I just had to beat him. Feel like Carlos Slim when I'm counting up the Dracula. I'm 7 C's, but I'm headed out to Africa. Okay. Black ass Trumper, same color as the Acura. Trump 2024, I'm whipping up a miracle. Holy Jesus Christ, wall to wall, walls of Jericho. Turtle Man Mitch, I'm moving slower down, I underlay it now. I'm moving fast, I'm in the future, that's an understatement. Pedophile Joe saw his ass into another basement. Horror movie blockbuster, flexing on the big screen. Just dropped a cue, but the Fed's been on Telegram. Son of Saint Nick, I'm jumping off the Christmas tree. Paul Bunyan flow, now I'm cutting down your Christmas tree. January 6th, Deep State try to sentence me. January 5th, Deep State try to hinder me. Action time ready, and I feel like John Kennedy. White hoodie hanging with my enemies. Like Aladdin, I hit my parlay. Now I'm headed down to Zach Smith, the Steel Dossier. Peter Struck, now it's Jack Smith, the Steel Dossier. Had him doing backflips, I threw the bait out, and I think I caught a catfish. Yes, I'm outstanding, yes, I'm outstanding. The Mexicans voted for me, and I don't speak Spanish. Election fraud had the whole DC in panic. Mr. Trumptastic, Mr. Trumptastic. Martial law coming and you don't even understand it. I caught the deep state. Air Force One just landed. Election court cases, I had to plead the fifth. Yeah, Congress going to hell, nigga. So is Adam Schiff. Yeah, Wayne Gretzky flow. And I think I pulled a hat trick. How I flipped the game. Had me doing backflips. Yo, stop the fracking. Yo, stop the fracking. Gas prices had all the Trump heads snapping. Arrested executions, man, they already happy. Teriyaki flow. And I like my chicken black. And performing at the White House. I'm dancing at the tavern. Billie Jean jacket had me feeling like the Jacksons. Throw them in the trash, wipe them down with a throwaway. Chopper shoot from long range, I call that bitch Golden State. War room ready, and I feel like Steve Bannon. Never had a brother Chopper singing like the Hansons. Lock me up, throw away the key. I call that hibernation, supersonic flow. Sean Kemp, now I'm Gary Payton. Yeah, I'm so sick, and I threw away my doctor note. How I live in color had me changing like kaleidoscope. Beanie, VG, then I told you where to hide it though. Holy Jesus Christ, I'm going.
Yes. Let me get a sound check. Let me do a sound check. What is going on tonight, y'all? Hold on, I'm still sharing the video. I gotta share it to my True Social page. Shout out to my peeps on True Social. Let me share it to this threads, man. It's the call-in show, man. It's the call-in show. Y'all see the title. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. True Social. Shouts out to True Social. Go follow me on True Social, Mr. Trumptastic. All right. Hold on. You almost there, yo. Okay, yeah. We sound good, man. We sound good on that hot mic. Yeah, as you can see, we got a couple things going on in the title. Hold on. Let me share it to my Dark Maggot. I'm in a Dark Maggot group on X. I don't know who's in this. I don't know. I mean, there's some good people in here. What y'all think Dark Maggot means? Dark Maggot means a lot of things. Dark Maggot is basically when you just fed up and you just went dark. You just went off grid, you know what I'm saying? You better watch out for Dark Maggot. Who is Dark Maggot? Is it this African on the left? Some say he's protecting his land. He don't want white folks, specifically white farmers in his land. All right, and guess what? Donald Trump turned Dark Maggot, and so did he. I don't understand why he didn't just stand on his word. You know what I'm saying? He could have just said, "Oh, yeah, I don't want these people in our land." He fucking around and just lied about it. Like, bro, if you really go be about that business, you stand on your word. That's all we was expecting these people to do if they really had control over their land. Now, when you're going back and forth like that, that ain't always necessarily true. Because if he was really about what he was standing on, you know what I'm saying? He wouldn't have looked like this answering them damn questions. Now, they said Elon Musk was looking at him like he was crazy, like he was like really staring this dude down. Because you got to think, Elon Musk is considered an African American or Africana Dutch ancestry type of tradition, you know, in that South Africa realm right there. It's controlled by the white corporations, but the land mass is mostly black, as you can see. So you got the Afrikaners right here, and you got the other whites, and then you got Africans, Asians, and colors. It's not really a big, because the thing is, I'm gonna be honest. You want to know why the white population is dwindling? The white population is dwindling because of paper genocide, y'all. It's dwindling because people are being misplaced. And I had a picture of what I was. I guess I didn't cue that up. Well, yeah, it's basically paper genocide, y'all, and this shit been happening ever since they've been keeping records inside this what we call the Book of Life, or what they say, the Census Bureau. But yeah, they write people in and out of history. Where is it? Oh, I'm gonna just have to. We could just go into that right quick. Matter of fact, I think you know what I didn't have the. Okay, now let's get into the video. My bad, y'all. I had to check up on my itinerary, and we're live. This the call-in show. Make sure you hit the cash up. Make sure you share and like the video too. So we gonna go over this. Chris Brown, he's freed on bond. Oh, and I forgot that I might have to change the title. I put GloRilla in there too because she got a nose job. All right, Gorilla got a nose job. That's crazy. And she unfollowed Megan Thee Stallion. We gotta get into that because this all tie in with Representative Paul Luna, and she's trying to get him out. So this is a big plus for MAGA. if the rest of the Macedonians don't know what's going on. All right, it's a big escapade about this going on, but we go get into that later. I'm gonna have to change the damn title. Maybe I could. Hold on, I'm gonna have to change the damn title right quick. Yeah, because Gorilla got a new nose. I don't understand why all these women gotta change their body. Like, what the hell is up with that, man? Like, what's like? People are just so insecure. Like, these people got millions of dollars allegedly, and they still not happy. Still not happy. Guess who else got caught up? Raw Wave. He got arrested. Aggravated assault, gun possession, after allegedly shooting at his girlfriend's car. There's a lot of stuff going on with the black music industry, man. It's everybody's locked up, man. Since these people been locked up, it's just been going downhill. Since Diddy got locked up, just going downhill. Chris Brown, Diddy connection, R&B singer accused of raping a woman on rapper's yacht. Yeah, Chris Brown freed on bond, but did that not save? Why didn't that save changes? All right, I guess it didn't show up. We'll fix it later. But yeah, she got a new nose. We got to go over that. But I mainly want to go over this, and we'll get into her new nose. I don't know if she's tooted too much powder. They got to get a nose. They got to get their whole nose redone. Y'all do know that, right? Just ask LeBron. Just ask LeBron, y'all. He's an avid cocaine head. Who else is an avid cocaine head? Allegedly, Kamala Harris was an avid cocaine head. So was Diddy. Pink cocaine, y'all. I told you, these are the characters that they put in front of your front of your children, and then you looking up to a fucking drug addict. All right, this shit gets deep, fam. This is actually another episode of the Liberal Meltdown. I gotta go back to these episodes. I got a couple channels on my main hub. Make sure you sign up, man. Man, yeah, fuck with your boy, man. It's the late night show too. We might be on here for about a good 2 hours. But yeah, he's flabbergasted, y'all. He's and I can almost bet you he belongs to the Black Boule as well, because he's like I said, they all tied to the Oppenheimer Foundation. Yes, the Jewish control South Africa, y'all. And if they don't want, see, he get the call from the Jewish man, all right? And then the Jewish man, guess what he does? He get paid off both sides of the war, all right? That just is what it is. If them, you know who, don't want them Afrikaner whites. Now the thing is, we looked up the word Afrikaner. It's Dutch whites, but they came over here on the slave trade too, y'all. They came over here on the transatlantic slave trade with the top hats. Yeah, we already pulled up the picture of the boats. You had the Oppenheimers and you had the Afrikaners. And guess what? They part of the 13th family. And guess what? They indulge in brain computer interface technology. Yes, that was their first line of slavery. This is how they brought the, you know what, over here, or what we call the cargo. Those are basically the slave race that the 1% created for soul harvesting agenda. So they could keep this monetary system running on autopilot. And as you can see, the internet is the new slavery, y'all. The internet is the new slavery. So let's get into the video. Y'all. This shit. Well, I would have respected him if he would have just stood on his ground. Cause what's the narrative out there that Africa was all black? That's the out of Africa theory. That that the colonizer came to Africa and uprooted everything and whitewashed it. Because the thing is, Africa is not even the original name of Africa. Allegedly, it's this dude, Scorpio Africanus. And guess what color he is? He look black, but he's really white. You see that nose right there? That's a white man's nose. But they call this is an ancient form of blackface. A Roman general and a politician, Scorpio Africanus. And guess what? I'm pretty sure he took over parts of Africa too, family. Renamed it. That's why I said this is paper genocide. Now, I heard Egypt is a new term for that land because allegedly it was named Kemet, the land of Kemet. So, you know, South Africa used to be what we call Negro land too. I don't know if you heard the stories and adventures of Negro land, but Negro means black. And like I said, in the papacy, in the church, they said dark skinned people were cursed. Yes, they did. The papacy said dark skinned people were cursed, but you still had blackies working for the Roman Empire, the Roman papacy. All right. You got white KKKs and you got black KKKs. You already seen that uh with Kanye West. He had the black KKK hat on. But you got black people joining this organization too, but they go under the names of the Heritage Foundation, all these subgroups, but you'll never know. They blend in with the good people. Who else are you gotta think, man? Who else is the devil gonna mock or align with? He's gonna align with your agendas, and then that's how he's gonna draw you in, and then he's gonna pop one of these in your booty hole. Just like P. Diddy. This was the drug P. Diddy was using to pop off with them freak offs, fam. Yeah, this is in the evidence. He was using Obama face ecstasy pills and popping them in their booty hole. Now the thing is, what if a kid got a hold of these? He would not know the difference between a sweet tart and an Obama face ecstasy. And you know what? Some of y'all used to take this pill too. Some of y'all did. Yes, y'all did. I had an ex-girlfriend crush one up in my drink. I didn't even know it. And you know what? Shit. Who knows what happened? Because I passed out. You know what I'm saying? I could have got Diddy, you know? Who knows? I don't know. But these were very popular. If you've done one of these, come up on the show if you've done one of these pills. Because I know all my followers ain't innocent. I know y'all used to probably worship Moloch. It's all right. Y'all probably still do. All right. It's fine because guess what? They wanted you merged with this damn beast anyway. They always wanted to turn people into goats and cows. All right. Goats and cows. He's the goat. There's the milk. There's the powdered milk, y'all. So these people been on drugs. Now let's get back to this video. We go see how they go use, man. People are getting used, man. Look, y'all want to see a perfect example of the devil tricking good Christian folks and using Christianity for a crutch for a racism? And I told you where racism came from. Racism came from the papacy, the Pope. The Pope. They wear the same KKK hat, the same birthday hat. They also wear the yarmulke. You don't. They change hats for a reason. All right, and this is the hide the Neuralink chip. All right, these are the original Rothschilds or the Coneheads. All right, and they deal with transhumanism. So who the fuck knows? Maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe he knows these ain't real farmers. Maybe he knows that these people, come in many shapes and sizes. Family, these ain't real white people. There's authentic white people, and then there's humanoid white people, but they operate on black people in Africa and over here in America, because that's the whole thing is to kill the black man through paper genocide and through medicine and gene therapy. They do white folks like that too. If you ain't white like one of these motherfuckers, your ass is grass too. You might as well be a goyim too. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Poor white, poor racist black, poor white racist white. But these motherfuckers, they control the whites and they control Negro land, the land of the blacks. So I'm just giving you the heads up because y'all don't know what the fuck going on. And you don't know why these motherfuckers wear hats to cover up this bitch right here, this elongate. Because guess what? Racism has a technical side to it. Now it's all digital. Racism is digital. And you can see that on the platform X all fucking day. Racism. That's all people got sometimes, you know what I'm saying? And guess what? These are the original monkeys. But you see, Stalin, we did a episode on Stalin where he tried to make a superhuman into a fucking monkey man. And here go uh your social Darwinism experiments, and here go your superhuman or your 1/3 of a human being. But like I said, who's Stalin? Elon Musk did the same thing Stalin did. What's the difference? He tried to make a super soldier just like Stalin. He just reincarnated. He just bringing back the knowledge of the Elon Gate. Because guess what? This motherfucking head right here is just a Neuralink chip. And that's how the Pope communicate with all his stupid ass followers. And that's how Christ communicate with his followers. That's how Margaret Sanger communicates with all her followers to kill the Negro. There's a whole Negro project going on out here. And you think this motherfucker tripping? You know what I'm saying? You think these black folks tripping? Trump just don't like them being killed. Like, you know what I'm saying? But those people those people might be might be innocent. Let's say they are. Let's say these white folks are innocent. I don't fucking know. I don't know if they belong to a corporation. We don't fucking know that. That's why I don't like to jump to conclusions. I don't know who these like I said, the Oppenheimers control South Africa. These 13 families control South Africa. It ain't this bugged out eye looking Negro right here. If you thought it would, I know some of y'all thought he controlled that region. He don't. The Jews control it. You don't know who's behind this shit. Y'all calling this dude a nigger and shit, but y'all really need to be calling them Oppenheimers that. But guess what? That's the knowledge of the Elon Gate. These people go fool you every time through trending topics and internet, brain computer interface technology. Because you'll never find out the true being behind the veil. That's the devil or the veil. All right, and I told you, a lot of Macedonians gonna have this Neuralink chip in the last day. See, in the last day they said Christ and the devil will be giving out Neuralink chips, and this is the reason why we'll have 1,000 years of peace because everybody's dreams will be monitored. This the incision right here. This the whole ritual behind Lent. Rappers and religious people do the same fucking shit, man. It's no different. When they raise their hand up, that means they summoning a demon. He's MAGA, but he shouts out to my Magadonians, but a lot of them done summon the demon. Why you think Elon Musk spent 50 million bucks? He didn't do that for the fuck of it. Trust me. Cause you gonna be the first one that line up for this damn Neuralink. The motherfuckers that said they wouldn't get the chip go be getting the chip like they got right here, Serapis Christos, aka Jesus Christ in the flesh. Cause this the technology that's supposed to resurrect the kingdom of Zionism, y'all. So you don't think he know that shit? I'm just saying. Just like Trump don't want refugees in our country. But the thing is, this is what he need to do. He need to get all the refugees and the white African slaves and bring them to America because we need farmers and we need more white people due to look what Nick Fuentes said. Nick Fuentes always stirring the fucking pot, y'all. He said it's great that the American president is talking about the white genocide in South Africa. When will he talk about the white genocide happening in America? But he don't. One thing he don't know is this is the the total population. You know what I'm saying? Majority of the world is dark. You got dark Indians, you got dark Asians, you got white Asians. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, the reason why white folks are going extinct is because the same reason why I said paper genocide is a real thing. White people not really going extinct, they just going extinct on paper. Now these melanated people, when they mix with white people, that mixed kid can identify as white or black. Jewish people identify as white. So when they don't want to identify as white no more and they want to lower the population on the right ways, they'll pull their card and identify as somebody else. This is what I call trading places. Trading places. This is blackface. Blackface is old, but I know some people think it's just fucking brand new. The thing you think is brand new is really ancient. The ancients already did this shit. All right, they've been trading each other off and mixing races but the American fucking mind only goes back 400 years, and that's it for some people. Their brain don't operate past a certain time spec. You know what I'm saying? A time aspect. Now look at this shit. This how your race go get extinct. We already did a whole episode on this bitch. I don't know why she go around and I told you racism come from the church. This bitch Lily goes around calling people nigger, but she has a picture of Christ with his arms stretched out. And I told you, she called her son nigger. So, and she's an alleged Christian. Somebody come wake me up, because if that's the case, I don't want to join the church. Okay? And at this point in history, I don't know who's who. Because have you ever heard of an Africanese patriot? Have we ever heard of an Africanese patriot? Okay? This was a real article as an Africanese patriot. What is that? And this is old, y'all. This is 1876. But we'll get back into that. Because I told you what they did. They white people and black people off with that color law under colorism. You could be whoever you want to be, y'all. If you're a migrant, you could be a white. If you're a migrant, you could go under black. You could do what you. This is the land of do of thy wilt. Like see, America is based off of Aleister Crowleyism. Do thy will. That means do what you fucking want. You can sin in the city of Babylon. You could be a sexual deviant. You could trick. You could scam people. Remember her? She pulled the rug on a lot of people. Scam head. But like I said, these people could go under many identities because they worship the demiurge. They could be dualistic in nature. But if you run off this algorithm, you're not going to know the difference. How many times have you been tricked on this internet? These are secrets you should know. Like I said, the people that said they wouldn't take the chip are actually taking it, family. And they said this was going to happen in the Bible. So Jesus Christ got his followers hooked up, and they even said there'll be some people that are not really believers still dwelling around the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? So he's still kicking Christians. No real Christian ever goes to heaven because the kingdom of heaven will be descending down, as you can see with the brain computer interface chip, or what we call the black cube or this black tower that's seated in the center of the universe, or the seat of the soul, where this Neuralink chip is inserted at, as you can see. And this is the knowledge of good and evil, just like the demiurge, fam. Just like the demiurge. These are secrets you should know of the matrix. This is the whole doctrine of men. Men comes from Latin, where it has the meaning mind. There is an ancient pharaoh named Menes, and he formed men out of clay, just like God formed men out of dust. What kind of dust? Smart dust, motherfucker. Excuse my language. This meaning is found in such words as commentary as mentality, mention, resentment. And this all has to deal with governmental and governing the mind. So God is government. And in some countries, God will spit in your face like the fucking serpent. And they get away with it. This is how they lie to their followers. But in America, they don't lie to their followers like this because it's too dehumanizing. So they got to trick you with other ways. All right, they'll threaten you if you don't make the right choices in church. They'll even shun you. All right, but the new church has dwelled online. But when I'm talking about shunning, I'm talking about how these algorithms do not want you telling the truth. And this is your all seeing eye God concept where it will be all based off technology. All right. This is how they would document the purge. Now back to this black motherfucker right here. Let's pull up this video. Am I going too fast? I don't mean to go too fast. I'm just trying to document this stuff the right way. All right. I don't know if y'all can hear that. Can you? Let me see if y'all can hear that in this video. Hold on, let me do this. Do this. Oh, I can't do it that way. I gotta do it this way. All right, yeah, we straight. We straight right now. All right. So this is your South African president, and like I said, he controlled by many families. One family I know for sure is the Oppenheimer Foundation. All right, that's it. You know what? And they might be inserting these farmers in there, and they might be planting black seed. You never know. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, it seemed like Trump has to filter these people out of that area because we got footage with we got footage. All right, we got footage of this man saying kill the whiteys. Yes, he did. Now, the thing is, this could be really tipping war crime shit. You know what I'm saying? Like humanitarian, and that'll be a invasive way to conquer that land as well under the maritime law. You get what I'm saying? Under the pirate law, or what they call the war ship or the war. You know what I'm saying? Because when they go to war, they bring the ship, and guess what? On those ships, they got bombs that conduct resets, whole resets. You see what I'm saying? You go back to the days of Noah out this bitch. All right, and we done seen that with the Hiroshima bomb, all that. A bomb would basically change time. This is the bomb right here, the Neuralink chip. This is your expanding universe concept. And is what Project Fishbowl was all about, on how to blow up the earth to see how large the firmament, if we was in a firmament or in a enclosed system. So they based that off the mushroom cloud concept, and the mushroom cloud ain't nothing but the brain. We were built like a damn mushroom cloud, actually. And if I have a picture, I might have a picture of it, of what I'm describing with this big bang. This is your mushroom cloud right here. A whole Egyptian the Nikola Tesla oscillator. This is your mushroom cloud right here. We all living under this mushroom cloud or this nuclear fallout zone where we all just mutated underneath that. This is what that's all about. You know what I'm saying? We all underneath this nuclear fallout zone. And I believe people get reincarnated in these in these certain nuclear fallout zones, especially in the Eastern countries. They get very violent over there, and the age range is not very long. You don't live very long in those regions of the earth. Why? It's because they like to blow things up over there, fam. Yeah. Hold on. Oh yeah, we gotta go. I do this. I do this episode every year. This is probably about. We going on about 5 years of Juneteenth exposed. Get ready for that again, y'all. Make sure you sub up to the channel. Don't sub up. I ain't got this Amphibian Amplified channel. That's just on. That's just on Facebook, but they erased that channel was popping. But yeah, make sure you don't miss this, y'all. All right, this part of Negro fatigue too. But anyways, let's get into. Can y'all hear? Yeah, we straight on the volume. I was just making sure y'all heard me. See, he should. Now the thing is, before we get into this guy, because the thing is, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you was really about saying you was protecting your land, you should have just stood on business. Like you should have never tried to hide the fact that. I mean, he goes into explaining that too, but what he was trying to say, he went to the extremes. You know what I'm saying? And that's international war crime, and he don't want them problems with America. You know what I'm saying? Over a small percentage of Afrikaner white folks in Cape Cod. And the thing is, they targeted like crazy. They target so when the same thing y'all say that's going on in America, where blacks is attacking whites, and we see it on video, and they polarize it on video. They said the same thing is going on over there. That's what this black motherfucker said. Let's get into it. Shouts out to my guy Trump.
Clarify that. Yeah. Let me clarify that, because what you saw, the speeches that were being made, one, that is not government policy. We have a multi-party democracy in South Africa that allows people to express themselves, political parties to adhere to various.
So I'm assuming that wasn't him in that video. And this was probably like a Democratic ISIS type of event, you know what I'm saying, where they send people in to slaughter innocent white farmers. Yes, that could be the case. So this is not the dude in that video. But people thought he was. I had to really look at it because guess what the stereotype is? That black people all look alike. And I thought that was him too in that video, but that obviously that's not him. So they got the same problems we got going on in America. All right, we got the same problems. The thing is, they've been known about it over there. It's more relevant over there. It's more polarized over there. But in America, they like to hide it from the general public. So the average brain or the average everyday American won't understand the flip. Like it took so long. How long did it take us to find out he was hitting that adrenochrome, family? How long did it take? Some people still don't know he's a drug addict. All right. A drug addict was the president. Yes, he did. He did the same thing LeBron James did. Did the same thing. Two powder, y'all. Two powder on the side. Ain't this the same thing? Barry Sortos got accused of tooting powder with that gay dude in the back of that limo, allegedly. Make sure you hit the call in show. What time is it? Man, I'm gonna have to do a part two, but we still go in though. We still go in. All right. We pretty much got Gorilla out the way, and we pretty much got Chris Brown out the way. Chris Brown, somebody brought him KFC. I think he bonded out for $6.7 million, but I think he going back to jail. I told you why. Because when Diddy get in trouble, everybody else get in trouble, family. Everybody else get in trouble. When Diddy get in trouble, everybody else get in trouble. But you had your kids following this dude, and he got a 30 Rock, and he don't like Trump. LeBron James doesn't like Trump, but have you ever seen Trump with Dirty Rock? Have you ever seen 45, 47 with Dirty Rock? But you have seen 23 Laker with Dirty Rock. But you hate 45 and 47. Does that make sense? He's around your kids. He's a pedo man. He's teaching your kids how to do Dirty Rock. Same thing with Lotto. Lotto exposed. These motherfuckers that change their face. She changed her nose. Gorilla changed her nose. She used to look like Gumby, box head. Now she got thin cheekbones. But this was an actual surgery that looked good. So I ain't gonna lie. Let's say this surgery was a success. All right. You know, once you want meat shaved off your cheekbones, you know what I'm saying? This whoever her surgeon is needs a round of applause out this bitch. But I think they gave Gorilla a nigger nose. Yeah, her nose looked like Shay Shay. Her nose looked like Shay Shay, Shannon Sharp. She got the same nose as she got the same nose as Shannon Sharp, fam. That's oh, holy moly, donut shop. Damn, Gorilla. Damn, that's crazy work. Oh, okay. I had it on this brand. All right, but yeah. Let's get back into the video because I like I said, man, I would have respected this South African Negro if he would have just kept it real, but basically he's explaining to Trump that this the same thing going on in America, and he can't stop it, and he can't stop it. Why can't he stop it? Why can't he stop it? Because he's in on it. He's in on it. But he's blaming it on the Democrats. He's like, man, I can't. This motherfucker's lying, dude. He's trying to save face for the Democrat. Because the thing is, his black ass don't want white farmers there. All right? It just is what it is. That's just the nature of things down there. Because who's their Republican parliament? The small hats.
Policies, and in many cases, or in some cases, those policies do not go along with government policy. Our government policy is completely against what he was saying, even in the parliament. And they're a small minority party, which is allowed to exist in terms of our constitution.
Now the thing is, let me say one more thing. If that's the case, guess what Trump gonna do? Guess what Trump gonna do? He's gonna provide military support. He's gonna provide military support. And guess what? If he deny that military support, he caught red-handed, fam. That's the art of the deal right there. If he said there's a problem with these Democratic renegades that's causing harm to the people in South Africa, and he can't control them, and Trump offered him military aid, and he turned that down, you know what that response gonna look like? You know how dumb he gonna look? He's gonna look like a liar, and he's gonna make it seem like these white Afrikaners getting killed ain't shit. You see what I'm saying? So this the art of the deal. He negotiating something real, and the thing is, if he don't go along with the aid, guess what? It's open game. Guess who control Africa? And guess who goes into them gold mines and get the jewels? Yes, the jewels, the jewelry, the Jews. Yes, they have hella gold mines in Africa, y'all. Hella gold mines. Let's continue.
But you do allow them to take land.
No.
You do allow them to take land.
Nobody can
And then
take
when
land.
they take the land, they kill the white farmer. And when they kill the white farmer, nothing happens to them.
No,
Nothing happens to
there
them.
is criminality in our country. People who do get killed, unfortunately, through criminal activity, are not only white people. Majority of them.
See what kind of you see what I'm saying? He pulled that race card. Trump already fucking know. He ain't stupid. Get them white people up out of there, because the thing is, we really need them over here. I don't know what the hell they doing over there. I honestly don't know. I think somebody set them up. I think somebody set them up. I think, yeah, them top hats, or who we call Mossad, might have put their foot in the wrong place at the wrong time and got them people slaughtered, so they can cause and stir the pot and fund both sides of the war. Somebody has to be the sacrificial lamb, and it was them white Afrikaner slaves. I told you they don't care about Africans. Africans or Afrikaner, same fucking thing, y'all. Yeah, see that this the same concept of the $5 Indian, y'all. Let's pull this up. $5 Indians refer to white individuals who fraudulently obtain enrollment on the Dawes wrote, a historical document used to determine citizenship and land alignments for Native Americans. These individuals allegedly bribed the government officials for a minimal fee of often around $5 to be falsely listed as members of the five civilized tribes: Cherokee, Chickasaw, Creek, Seminole, and Chickasaw, enabling them to gain access to their land and benefits, fam. Every time I bring this up, people want to hide and run and hide. This was a real trading places. So you don't know who's who, who's really white. And this is by the water or the seas or the maritime. The water, like I said, the baby is basically being docked through the mother or the mothership. So once these $5 Indians bleed into the native land with their bloodline, and this is how you say, oh man, my grandfather was an Indian, and but through what? Your bloodline has been basically diluted. It ain't the, you know what I'm saying, throughout, and that's what they say. America is one big melting pot, but it go back farther than uh 400 years. But like I said, these are your white Afrikaner slaves that were shipped over here through the transatlantic slave trade. And they refer to themselves as $5 Indians. And guess what? They got their uh, they got their 13 acres and what the 13 acres and a mule that was promised to the Africans, but they didn't tell you which Africans, because there's no such thing as a African American. African American is a created entity that was created. The white American was a created entity. The Native American was a created entity. All right. You cannot you cannot artificially assimilate a tribe. That's why you go by tribe. But once you call these tribe natives American, now you in a different uh, tax bracket. You ain't the same. They done transform and terraformed your whole base reality and written you in history and written you out of history at the same time. Yeah, everybody belong to a damn tribe, but if you belong to white or you belong to black, you belong to Native American, you belong to Indian, you are a misnomer. You're not a real person. You're only a person on paper. That's the straw man or the scarecrow. That's the 6 degrees of separation between you and the corpse or the corporation. That's mind, body, and spirit, man. That's the Trinity. All right. So they playing you on a spiritual level and a physical level. And like I said, you will not understand that until you have the knowledge of the demiurge. These are secrets you should know inside the simulation, family. What time is it? It's 12. If you still want me to continue, hit that cash app. If not, we're gonna go to part two, man. We gotta go to part two tomorrow. I got stuff to do, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna have to cut it short, y'all. But like I said, part two tomorrow, we gonna pick up where we left off. And we still gonna go into the spiritual side of what we call trading places, fam. Because everybody's misplaced. You just have to pick what tribe you belong to. You just have to treat, and that's what it's going. That's what it's going back to inside this thing. If you realize what's going on, this is your first tribe right here. This is your first ever tribe. It's called the Tower of Babel. or the Christ mass or the Christmas tree. This is your all seeing eye pyramid. Like I said, the all seeing eye is off the top of the pyramid for a very same reason why there's a 6 degree separation between you and the body. Because you only on a need to know basis. Your oversoul knows everything your body wishes and wants, and the riches of this world that the oversoul could grant, but the body is basically being tamed. It's like a demon in hell, but the oversoul is basically put there to draw it out, uh, draw the energy out. Just like you see the Pope at the Vatican, you see Christ coming out the goat head right here. He's being raised or elevated out of hell. They said Christ had to go to hell, but who gave him the energy to get him out? The collective pushed him out of hell. He didn't belong there. When you don't belong, see, you gotta go get the keys to life and death. That's what Christ was teaching people, how to get in and out the simulation. Now they said you do this many a times within this matrix or this reincarnation time period where you get transformed into a sperm cell, an egg going into an egg. That's life and rebirth through the cosmic egg or the mother. Because what did I say before? Christ on the cross is you and your mother's reproductive system right here, fam. This is why Mary shed the blood every month, because Mary it personifies a moon goddess. And when women have their period, it's based off the phases of the moon. That's Mary shedding her tears or the blood of Christ. When you come out your mom's stomach, you are shed with the blood of Christ, or Bloody Mary. But they give y'all pseudo uh they give y'all you know cartoons and movies and shit, to believe in. This we know that happens. And like I said, Christ personifies the feminine as well. All right. That's just the basics of life and death. If you can't tie this shit to you to if you cannot tie religion to your own rebirth and how you got here, what the fuck is the point of even going to church, man? If you can't tie it to the body and the spirit. That's what we call being aligned with Christ or the straight and narrow. See, if it don't see, and it's structured like that too, the straight and narrow. This is what they talk. This is your biblical flat Earth cosmology, and it's telling you about the straight and narrow. You can't be offshoot 45 degrees. You know what I'm saying? Pointed towards Saturn. You can't be crooked or unorthodox, or what they call unorthodox. It's not going to work in this all seeing eye realm of Zionism. We got more good news. It was just reported that gas prices are expected to be at their lowest price in 22 years for Memorial Day, adjusted for inflation, according to Gas Buddy. Now, the thing is, watch that bitch go over $1. Y'all gonna be like, damn. Democrats still go talk shit. If it go under $1, Democrats still go talk shit. Watch. Y'all go see that shit go down. A lot of people ain't gonna be able to say shit. A lot of people gonna look like hypocrites, fam. And that's the point of the internet. That is the whole point of the internet, is to make you look like a hypocrite. And then once your word is tarnished, nobody believes you. Once your word is no good or no bueno, nobody believes you inside this thing. You know what I'm saying? This is why the average content creator or the average person on the internet, they're gonna have to produce many identities to even stay on this thing, or what they call the collective. You see people trying to get in every fucking second, like a damn sperm hitting the egg. This is everybody trying to get online. That's the sperm trying to find the egg. These are two eggs, basically. Joe King and Boaz. It's the two pillars of Freemasonry. Everybody's trying to get into, so they could what they say called blow up, or have all this attention. This is the knowledge of the god Aten. This is an old ancient Egyptian god called Aten. And the thing is, Aten personified this whole Neuralink device right here, this Tower of Babel. All right, it's all based off the gossip or the gospel or the ghost spell. And we're gonna stop with that presentation. And we're gonna get into some more things tomorrow on part 2. All right. I'm out.